In the net, we are going to have Henrik. And we're going to hope we have a good game. We are nearing the end of warm-ups right now as our Eagles prepare to take on the fearsome Cherry Creek. That's the buzzer. Players are now going to start finishing up to get ready for the first face-off. All right, first we're going to have our pre-team group huddle, and then going to get our starting line. All right, on the ice we have Phillips, Kieran, Carter. We started off going quick. Right. Colin starts off strong, sending the puck, but then whistle blows. Right, starting our face-off. Now we have Colin in front, and Maz right wing, and Phillips left. Cherry Creek starting off trying to get us into the goal, but defense is backing us up here. Looks like Porter goes in for the puck, but then passes it, and now Maz is fighting for the puck. Shot. Oh, looks like we're having a little bit of a debacle at the front of the net. And here we go again. We've got now joining the ice Anton and what appears to be Lucas. Lucas is chasing the puck, but it slipped from his stick, and we got Donovan going after it. Now the puck swings around the corner. Phillips is trying to get that puck, but ends up slipping. Looks like Marn made a nice pass, but then Henrik took a nice catch. Looks like we got some energy on the ice tonight. All right, starting. Looks like Becca is got her eye on the puck, but then it's snatched. Isaiah was trying to get the puck, but then it rounds around the corner. Carter is trying to get that puck. Makes a pass over to Becca, who makes a slip. Isaiah was blocking, so then we could get a nice pass. Looks like we got tripping over ourselves a little bit. It's like Carter picks up the puck and passes it over to Isaiah, who picks it up, ends up falling in the hands. Got a little bit of a line change here, and Henrik catches the puck. Now on the ice, it looks like we've got, I believe that is Phillips doing a face-off. Or, pardon me, folks, that was Colin doing face-off. Colin takes it. Oh, he's going. Oh, he makes a shot. And it looks like Colin is trying to get the puck. There's a gnarly attempt at a shot, and for blocks we've got Alright. Now Tully is making a great defenseman, but then it looks like Colin is trying to get the puck. Oh, and now it looks like Carter's got it. Passes it over. And now Colin is trying to fight for that puck, but then turns it up. Alright. Looks like we've got Lucas doing the face-off. We've got Maz right wing. And I think that was Donovan left. And now whistle blows. Alright, doing face off, we got Lucas again. Hits off strong. Carter passes it and up in Drake's hands, but now we've got Maz picking up the puck. Looks like Isaiah went for it, passed it, and then missed. Lucas picks up the puck, sends it backhand over to Isaiah, who brings it over to Donovan, who takes over. But now we've got Becca fighting hard for that puck. Larson made a nice pass, but ended up falling through. Whistle blows. Looks out of bounds, perhaps. We've got a line change now. We've got Anton on the ice, Marin, Phillips, and Holland did our face-off, who is now chasing the puck around. Looks like Marin is trying to pick up the puck, but it's snatched, and now we're trying to get it out of the ice, but Henrik did a nice save. Right, it's looking like we've got, let's see the numbers today, folks. Another goal in the net. So now we're going to do a line change. Now on the ice, we have Lucas, what appears to be Mason. Donovan's on the ice. Left wing, looks like Isaiah is on our defense right now, as well as Carter. We are making a hard push for that puck, but then Isaiah passes it over, and now Lucas picks it up. He brings it over there. We'll make a nice shot that ends up going over the net. It's like Lucas is chasing that puck. It's now, he's in Mason's hands, and now passing it back and forth between Carter picks up the puck, but then it passes it over to Donovan, who is now trying to get out of under his feet. Carter picks it back up the puck and is moving down the ice or around back, trying to find somebody to pass it to. Zach makes a nice attempt, but then it gets passed over back, and now we're having a little footsie moment. And the puck gets passed back, and that'll probably be called for icing. Alright, on the ice, it looks like we have Holland doing our face-off again. And the puck is dropped, so we are off again. Porter makes a nice pass, but then looks like Holland's trying to pick it back up, but then whistle is called. On the ice, we now have Hayden Shanahan and Phillips. Looks like we've got Tilly and Colin doing face off again. We now move across. But another nice block from Henrik. Trying to pick that puck back up again. It looks like Shanahan is trying to get it. Passes it over. Speeding down the ice. Looks like they're trying to get it in. Right. Phillips is really trying to keep that puck out from our side of the ice. But passing it from player to player, got a nice opening. Come on. Puck is slipped under the feet, but then it is now back on the other side of the ice. Isaiah is trying to get the puck, but then not seeming to work out. Looks. Colin is making the pass to try and get the puck. He ends up passing it, but then it's back in Craig's hands. Now we've got Donovan picks it up and makes a swift move across the ice, but then passes it, and now looks like Becca picks the puck up, swings it back around. Lucas takes it and brings it over, and it's called for icing. Alright, and now we've got Lauren trying to get that puck, playing footsie over there. Goes swinging around. Larson really trying to get that puck, and now Becca picks it up and is making her way across the ice, and the puck is thrown out of bounds. Alright, doing our face-off on the ice, we have Larson taking us off. Looks like he is trying to get the puck, but then Freak has a tight grip on it. Alright, we got a line change here now. Corey's back on the ice, and we've got Phillips going across, moving swiftly. Alright, we are having a bit of a penguin moment, slipping and sliding across the ice. Alright, we are resetting back again, folks. Alright, it's looking like doing our face-off. We have Colin doing our face-off. Isaiah on what looks to his right. We've got can't seem to see numbers, but that. It's like having a moment to reevaluate with the refs, and back at it again. Puck gets dropped, we're off. Moving it around. Phillips picks up the puck, makes a pass over to Carter, who then brings it back. Kieran makes a nice, and it's almost in the net, but ends up slipping out. Carter trying to pick the puck back up. Looks like Phillips takes it and is on a move. Makes puck rounds around the ice. Looks like Isaiah's trying to fight for that puck. And then Maz is trying to get the puck. Looks like he puts it up and now tries to pass it to Porter, but ends up slipping through the stick. And the whistle is blown. Now joining us on the ice, we've got Lucas, Horn, Shanahan, and Maz on the ice. He tries to pull a move, but Henrik makes a nice save. Horn makes a swift shot to the goal, but their goalie blocks it. We've got Shanahan tried to race it, but then ended up not. Another goal there, but doesn't really help that they body slammed themselves into that, but you know. So the refs are evaluating. We've been getting some nice footwork from Phillips this game, though, I'd like to point out. Alright, it looks like it is not a goal on the side. Alright, looks like doing our face-off. I believe that's Lucas. And we've got Warren on his right wing. And possibly Donovan on the left. But we are still debacling the whole goal matter, it appears. Alright. The puck is dropped. And Shanahan makes a long way around the ice to get the puck and passes it. But then it ends up slipping the sticks. And Nick is trying to redeem that goal, but Henrik is not letting him. Okay. Looks like Shanahan made a nice pass over to Mason, but then it ended. And trying to get to the puck, comes around the ice. Shanahan tries to pick up the puck. Henrik is not letting him, but Now we are moving across the ice. Robin tries to take that. Is that not working? Joe is looking for a way to get in, but it looks like Carter is trying to take it from Greek. Whistle is blown, and we are going to reset. Right. Having a line change. Is that Kieran going into the box? That's interesting. Alright, so we've got Lucas started off our face-off again. It looks like Isaiah is trying to get the puck back. And Henrik tries to take a shot, which is then blocked. Phillips has been making some nice moves across the ice, and then so we're having another line change. A slow one. Colin is back on the ice, tries to take the puck, ends up taking the stick instead. And we're resetting. Alright, we have Colin doing face-off, and you're moving fast here, folks. Looks like Becca is fighting hard for that puck. And now we've got Isaiah, I believe, trying to find a way to get into that puck. Puck comes around the corner, but now looks like Colin picked it up. And now we're having a footsie moment again. Alright, now Becca is finding a way in, but looks like Colin is fighting hard for that puck. Puck goes across the ice to the other side. Doing another line change. Larson is now on the ice along with Zach. And Zach, who appears to be going after the puck. Alright, and with 9.6 seconds left in the first period, looks like Cherry Creek has 2 in as goals, and we are down to 0. But it is only the first, folks. Alright, doing our face-off, the puck is dropped. Puck is around the corner. And it looks like Hayden went after the puck, but there's the buzzer, and that's the end of the first. We will be back shortly. And it looks like also as a quick recap, Kieran, number 22, was in the box because we had too many players on the ice. And so that's the reason for the penalty. And now we are going to pause while we have the Zam run on, and we'll be back here shortly, folks. Alright, for those folks that are just joining us, we are in the second period of the Heritage vs. Cherry Creek game. The score is 2-0, Cherry Creek winning. Our one low highlight was we got a penalty for too many players on the ice, but other than that, it has been a pretty quiet game. Our players have been looking sharp so far. And let's hope for a better second period. During our face-off, it looks like we have Colin. And the puck is dropped and we are off to start. Phillips is trying to pick up the puck. He picks it up and is moving swiftly across the ice. We got Porter trying to back him up here, but it's getting kind of hard. We are trying to get the puck. We make a pass to the goal, but ends up not working too hot. We are now across the ice. We've got Isaiah trying to find his way to the puck, but then looks like we've got Juan trying to make it. Henrik blocks a puck to the chest. And we've got Phillips getting his stick hooked up, trying to get the puck. And Cherry Creek tried to make a sneaky pass to the goal, but Henrik did not let that fly. Alright, so now we are having a bit of a line change now. And it's looking like Donovan is picking the puck up, passes it over to Lucas, who makes the puck go flying over the ref's head. And Morin is right beside Lucas trying to get that puck. And Henrik makes another nice block. And Lucas passes it over, and it is on the other side of the ice now. And we've got Parker trying to pick it up alongside Larson. Looks like made another goal. So that makes the score 3-0 at 14 minutes and 50 seconds into the second period. And we are now going to reset. Looks like we've got Larson doing face-off, and it's back at it again. And Becca picks the puck up, passes it over, and we are trying to get it out to the other side of the ice. But Cherry Creek is fighting hard. Looks like we are struggling to gain control of the puck, but Becca steps in and tries to sweep it up. Got some good energy from her, but now it's puck got a slide into the net. That's a choice. All right. Looks like we've got to reset again. And puck is dropped, kicking off, and Porter came out with quite some energy, looking good, and we've got Porter was trying to get the puck, and another successful pass into the goal. Score is now 4-0. The second period at 13 minutes and 37 seconds. Alright, resetting back, we've got Lucas at doing face-off, and puck is rounding round, and whistle's blown, so we're resetting back again. And on the ice, it's looking like we've got Donovan, Lucas, and I believe it's Colin, Isaiah, and Mason. You're getting quite the passes from each side. And we've got Mason was trying to make a nice block, but then it's looking like Carter is trying to pick it up, and we've got Isaiah passing it over, getting some energy here. Mason is trying to get the puck out from under their feet, and then we've got Isaiah picking back up the puck, who Mason picks his pass up, and puck goes across the ice, and whistle is blown. Alright, starting our face-off. I cannot see the number, but it's looking like Colin, and so is already blown, possibly for a false start. And here we go again. Colin kicks it off, and Morin is trying to get it out from under their feet. Got Anton in the back trying to support them, and looks like we've got Joe trying to pick it up. And getting some nice footwork from each side, but it's looking like a jumble at the net. Whistle is blown. And we are back at reset in here, folks. We are 12 minutes into the second period. And it's looking like on the ice, we've got Hayden Larson doing face-off, passing it over, and now Becca is trying to pick up that puck. And we have been getting some good energy from Becca this game. Morin is trying to bring around the puck, but then ends up getting caught, and we've got a lot of passing back and forth between players, and the puck is shot across to the other side, and whistle is blown. Up we are again, back to the reset. We've got a bit of a line change here now, and we've got Colin, Porter, Phillips. From what I can see, it's like starting off strong, and trying to get the puck from Collins, and then it's shot. Porter was trying to find a way to get to the puck, and now it looks like Phillips tries to pick it up, but then whistles is blown. All right, and doing the face-off, it is looking like Colin. We starting off. We've got Isaiah moving the puck across the ice, and we've got Porter trying to pick up the puck, and we've got Porter is trying to find a way around the net to get to the puck, and we make a shot, but then their goalie blocks us, unfortunately. And looks like Phillips is picking up the puck, and he is trying to makes a nice pass, and now Isaiah has it and makes a shot, misses the rebound, and we're so close. And another shot. We've got rebound after rebound, and here we are across the ice again, picking it back up. We've got some nice pace from Collins, who takes the puck. We're swinging around. We've got a pass, and we've got face-to-face ball. And we are having pass between each side. Looks like passing it over to the other team, but then we've got Lucas picking up the puck back over, and now makes a really nice pass to Donovan, who is trying to move it across to get it onto the right side. And it looks like we had Kieran Shanahan slipped under his feet. And it's all looking great. Henrik makes a nice block and then looks like we had a little bit of a tumble and now are having a disagreement about it. My goodness. Got a lot of feelings over here. And we are now debacling it over with the refs. If we were to have a replay, I do believe it was just a fall. Alright, here we are again. Lucas doing our face-off. And waiting for the go-ahead. And the puck is dropped. And here we go again. Oh, and we have a nice start. We've got Mason hitting it off strong, moving the puck fast. Lucas is trying to get it out from under the feet. And whistle is blown. Having some great encouragement from the Eagle side over here. And we are resetting here, folks. We are now at the 8-minute, 43-second mark in the second period. Still 4-0. Cherry Creek winning, Eagles losing. Alright, we got Lucas back at it again, doing our face-off. And here we go. It's looking like we're trying to find a way in to get the puck, but struggling a bit like ping pong here. And Phillips is trying to find a way in, but it just pings off of the goalpost. And Henrik makes another nice save. It's looking like we've got Carter trying to fight for the puck, and we are just cruising right along. Phillips is really trying here. Henrik makes another great save as the puck is again playing ping pong between Cherry Creek's players. puck is rounding round, and whistle is blown, and we are back to the reset button, folks. Alright, for our line change, it is looking like we have Marin and I believe that's Porter and Colin who's doing face-off, and we've got Shanahan all on the ice right now. Seems to have just slipped another one in, making the score 5-0 at the 7-minute, 34-second mark in the second period. There we go. And then it looks like now on the ice we have Kieran, Anton, Tully, and Joe on the ice. Doing the face-off, it is looking like Larson, Hayden, and Roth. And Joe is trying to get the puck out from under his feet. And it's looking like Kieran is trying to make a pass to get into the puck. Puck goes around the ice's edge. And we are trying to move the puck across to the other side of the ice. We got Tully trying to pass it over to Joe with just a little too much power. And the puck swiftly moves across to the other side. And looks like Anton tries to pick it up, but then Kieran makes a shot to get it all the way over. And it's looking like we now have Porter trying to bring it back on. And their goalie captures the puck, meaning we have another reset. We are now at 6 minutes, 30 seconds in the second period, 5-2, Eagles losing. Let's go Eagles! Alright, and now on the ice, it's looking like we have Colin and Porter. We've got Isaiah and it's looking like Shanahan. We are moving fast between the sides of the ice. It's looking like we've got a nice shot, but ends up going just around the goal. Now playing footsie with the puck. And we finally get it out. There we go. And looks like Colin tried to pick it up, but then we got a little jumbled up, and then the whistle is blown. And we hit the reset button again. It's looking like on the ice we have Isaiah, Zach, Becca, Larson, and Carter. And we are moving swiftly as we transition across the ice, but then whistle is blown. And looks like we're going to have, I believe, we've got Hayden Larson doing face-off, puck dropped, here we go, and Becca tries to pick up the puck, but then it slips across her stick. And looks like Zach tries to get the puck, and it's stuck against the board. And Henrik makes a nice save, catching the puck as we go back. got a lot of nice energy from Becca and Phillips. We're getting some nice saves from Henrik this game. And it looks like we are now going to have Lucas do our face-off. And we're off. It looks like we've got Donovan really chasing the puck over there. Trying to bring around. We've got, I believe, having a hard time reading numbers right now. Hitting really nice energy. The puck goes up in the air, up and over onto the other side, and now it is out of bounds, so we will reset. We are now at the 4 minutes, 33-second mark in the second period. And it's looking like doing our face-off is going to be Colin. But whistle's blown right at the start. Right. Take two. And puck's dropped, we're off. Getting some fast-paced moves as we move across the ice. Porter tries to catch that pass, but ends up slipping across his stick. And we're trying to get a nice shot, but puck goes up and over the goal. And we got a nice pass from Kieran, but it ends up getting blocked. Speedily moving across the skate, Tully picks up the puck and brings it around the corner. Alright, it's looking like Colin is trying to get that puck, and then we've got our sticks caught. And trying to move quickly and swiftly. It's looking like Tully is trying to find a way to get to the puck, and it's just getting really hard. So we've got, looks like Shanahan was trying to pass it over, but then ended up slipping. Oh, and the puck goes up and over. Ooh, that was a close one. And it is called for icing. And we're going to reset here, folks, with Kieran, Joe, it's looking like Isaiah, and Carter. Starting off strong, and then we got a little bit of slip there. Trying to find our way to the puck. Looks like Kieran picks it up and is moving across the ice. Puck hits the boards, and we try to get the puck out. And we've got Henrik makes a block, but then we've got Isaiah trying to find his way to break it up and get the puck. Whistle is blown, and we got a nice save from Henrik. Our time is currently 2 minutes and 34 seconds in the second period. 5-0. 5 Creek, 0 Eagles. Alright. Isaiah moves across the puck, trying to get it to Kieran. But it is tricky business. Alright. Joe is trying to find a way to stop that puck, and is getting real close to that goal. So it looks like Isaiah is trying to get that, and we got a lot of here. Exciting things, and we're gonna reset. it looks like one of Creek's players is going to the box. And we have a line change. Luckily, it is only Creek going in the box, not us. Alright, so it looks like we have Colin doing our face-off now. And hitting it off strong. We've got him trying to see numbers here. Colin hits it across, goes around the corners. Looks like Phillips is trying to pick it up. Looks like Phillips passes it over, and then it's so close. Isaiah is passing it over to Colin, who's fighting to keep it in his handle, and the puck moves swiftly across to the other side. And trying to find a way to bring it back, and it's looking like a nice move from Carter, getting it across the ice. And it's looking like Anton is now on the ice, who is trying to get us to the puck. And looks like we're getting some nice footwork and some nice moves from Anton. Moving across, passing it up and over to the other side. Now we've got Lucas coming in, trying to take up that puck. And it's looking like he's trying to pass it, and it's not really working out too hot. And passes it over. He brings it to Mason, but then as Mason tries to take a shot, it doesn't work. Mark is trying to block it, and Henrik makes a lovely block. Alright, so we've got, it's looking like Jonathan makes it, but then that's the sound of the buzzer. 5 Creek, 0 Heritage. And we are in the break for the third period. Couple of highlights. We had a quick fight from our side and some really nice energy from Becca and Phillips. Trying to see our penalties here. It looks like number six, Mason Gates, got cross-checking and got some other, and that's pretty much it. Otherwise, it has been a fairly quiet game, but we are going to take a quick break for the ZAM, and we'll be right back, folks. we're back at it again, folks. Quick recap. We are on our third and last period. The score is 5-0, 5 being Creek, 0 being Eagles. And yeah, we've got to keep our fire going. We've had some really nice blocks from Henrik, who's in the goal. We got some nice energy from pretty much all of the players. Had a couple of penalties, but that's pretty much the wrap. Alright, starting in our face-off, it looks like we got Phillips, puck drops, and off we go. Looks like we are starting off strong, so a lot of energy, which is good. Making a pass over. And now we've got moving the puck across to the other side of the ice. And we've got Donovan trying to pick it up, but Reese got a strong hold on it. We've got Colin trying to back Donovan up. We're trying to get the puck. And the puck comes up, and the whistle is blown for a reset. All right. Now on the ice, it's looking like we've got Phillips and I believe that's Anton. And starting our face-off, I believe that is Colin. Morin is hit it off to try and bring it around. Looks like Henrik caught the puck and we have stopped the play for another reset. All right. I believe Collins is doing face-off again, and puck drops. We're off again. Martin swings the puck around to get it to the other side. We've got Porter trying to bring it up, but it ends up not working. Anton passes it over to Martin, who brings it up and passes it to Colin, who brings it and makes a close shot, but ends up going all the way over. And we've got Colin trying to pick the puck back up, but then it's like the puck swings around over the goal. Colin is moving swiftly across before he is intercepted, and it's looking like he tries to make a shot at the goal, got a rebound, and now it's looking like Isaiah is trying to get the puck back into his hands, but now Carter picks it up, brings around, and whistle is blown. All right. It looks like one of Craig's players going in the box. I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Our time currently is 14 minutes, 56 seconds in the third period. And now looking like on the ice, we have Mason, Donovan, Morin, I believe that's Shanahan, and we are off. Lucas doing face-off, I believe. Morin is trying to find a way in, and we've got kind of an issue here. The whistle's blown. We've got one of our players down. That's an issue. Gotta see if they're okay. Trying to see who that is. Looks like that was Mason down, but he is making a recovery and skating back to the box. Hope he's okay. And we are now going to have a regroup moment. And start the play again. Looks like I don't know if you guys heard that, folks, but Creek was in the box for unsportsmanlike conduct. And it's looking like Colin was moving across the ice real quick. And Carter had the puck, but then it slipped right out of his hands. Now it's back in his stick, moving it across over to Phillips, who it swung under his legs, but now he picks it up and moves across, but then his whistle is blown. And we're going to reset. All right. It's looking like doing our face-off is Colin, who starts it off, and now, sorry, I'm blanking on numbers. All right, so we've got Carter picking the puck back up, and now we've got Porter bringing it around. He is moving quick, but then it slips right out, and it's looking like Carter picks it up, but then Colin swoops in and is moving fast across the ice. Little ram through boards there. And then we got, yeah! A nice shot from Porter. And it is, that's the goal, folks. Woo! Eagles have gotten a goal scored from Porter. Number 15. Our score is now 5-1, one being Eagles. Our time is 13:22 in the third period. All right, starting off strong, and we have Carter moving quick. All right. And moving back and forth across the teams. It's like a tennis match over here. All right. And we've got Carter trying to pick it up, but and it is just kind of madness. Looks like Lucas is stepping in to try and find a way in. Becca, again with a nice energy, finding her way to the puck, and Lucas sweeps in, trying to grab the puck, which is then thrown across to the other side of the ice. And we are moving quick. We've got Anton trying to find his way to the puck, but then again, it's just back and forth, and a nice save from Henrik. And all right. Can't really see numbers, but puck is dropped, and it looks like we have Larson on the ice, going strong, and then Becca tries to pick up the puck, but it just goes under her legs. Puck bounces off Henrik's pads as it then is moving swiftly from the other side. Becca almost got that pass. And now we've got Anton making a nice move to move it across the ice, and they're having a little bit of a line change. And Becca's got the puck, but then it's just slipped out of her hands. And having our defense stepping in, but then it's puck bounces off of Henrik's pads. Getting quite the energy from up here. And looks like Becca was trying to get into that puck. And now we've got Porter was having a nice handle on that puck before Creek took it. Now Mara picks it and passes it. And now we've got Carter trying to make his way to the puck. And it looks like Colin has it. He brings it across to the ice, and we've got some nice fast feet. And we got a slip into the boards. Looks like Colin decided to body ram. And the puck rounds around the ice, and whistle is blown. And here we are for reset. Our time right now is 10 minutes and 1 second in the third period. Score is 5-1, 5 Creek, 1 Eagles. Back at it again, we got Isaac, who had the puck, only it slipped out of his stick. We got a nice save from Henrik, and we're back to the reset button. Doing our face-off, I believe. I'm not seeing numbers right now. Looks like that was number 10, Caden Larson, and we are moving quick. We now have Joe and Kieran joining the ice. And Kieran is trying to finagle his way, but then we've got different ways. We've got some aggression from the other players. And now the puck is moving swiftly and rounds around the ice. Whistle is blown. It's like Zaya is popping off the ice, and now it looks like we have Tully, Kieran, Joe. It's looking like we have Kieran on the ice, and now it's all going to change. Our time right now is 9 minutes, 25 seconds in the third period. All right, doing our face-off, we have Colin. Now we're swiftly moving across the ice. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties up here. All right, and that's the whistle, so we're going to reset. All right. Alright, our time now is 8 minutes 46 seconds. Looks like we have a player from each side in the box. I'll tell you about that when I get the information for that. Colin starts off strong, trying to get the puck to the other side. We've got Porter moving quickly, and it looks like cross-check, shin hand. Alright, our player apparently got in the box for cross-checking or for interference, it's looking like. It looks like Phillips, number 11, is in the box right now. All right, Colin has got a nice breakaway, and oh, it just happened to slip out of his hands, and now we're trying to find our way back onto the ice. And we've got Porter moving quick, and we've got Henrik, another nice save. Our time right now is 7 minutes 53 seconds, third period. The score is still 5-1. 5 being Cherry Creek, 1 being Eagles. And looks like we have Lucas doing our face-off. Puck is dropped, and we are off to a feisty start. Puck skips across to the other side. And we've got Donovan trying to get his way to the puck. And it's moving rather quick over here. So now we've got Lucas trying to find his way to the puck, but is unsuccessful. So like Donovan is trying to get the puck out under his feet, tripping all over themselves. And Isaiah is being a good defenseman, but then Donovan had a breakaway, but then it was snatched up by Cherry Creek. And the ice is now across to the other side. And now it looks like Eagles are back to full strength. And we're falling on our face. Kieran has a great pass. All right. And the puck skipped up and over the goal. And it's like Anton was really moving there. Just trying to block, but now it looks like Kieran had a great chance, but then of course Cherry Creek stepped in the way. Tilly is trying to find his way to the puck. And now looks like Joey was trying to find a way to get the puck, but kind of fell a little bit. Right. It's like we're having a little bit of a where to go with the puck from the other side. And we're tripping over ourselves again. It's like we had another good block from Henrik. And the puck goes up onto the walls, bounces off. Kieran is trying to get to the puck. And Tully breaks to the puck, and he's moving, and he's going, passes it over, but then it is blocked. Puck goes round and round the ice. And now have Porter going after the puck, but then it swings around. And it looks like Phillips is trying to bring it under their feet. But now it's out and shot, but it is blocked. All right, our time now is 4 minutes, 26 seconds in the third period. The score is still 5-1. Eagles are getting a little feisty now. Doing our face-off, it looks like we've got Lucas, and the puck goes just under his feet. And he Lucas brings it around, passes it over to Mason, and trying to bring it around. Looks like Donovan catches it in his feet. Is now trying to pass it over. Lucas passes it back to, and now it's looking like we've got Carter with it and passing it again. And we're trying to find a way to get to the puck again as it goes around the boards. Alright, we've got Carter trying to bring the puck with him. But whistle is blown, and we're back for a reset. We're getting some really nice blocks from Henrik this period, and some nice energy from all the players. It's looking like Shanahan had the puck, but then it slipped across the stick, trying to fight for it back. And it's looking like Zach is trying to find a way to get to the puck. And Marin is also on the line for it. Bring it out from under the feet. And moving across. And he tries to pick it up, but it's blocked. And just a whole lot of passing right now. Looks like we're getting some nice moves from Becca and Marin, trying to work together to get that puck. Puck goes flying into the boards and swings around. And now it's looking like Mara is trying to find the puck under her feet, but it's taken, and off they go. Alright, and still just trying to fight for that puck. Trying to get it in, and Henrik blocks and has the puck. We're having a little bit of a fight here by the goal between Larson on the other side. And we are resetting. And our time now is 2 minutes, 4 seconds, third period, still 5-1. And off we go. Puck goes round and round. And so we got Lucas trying to get in the puck. Now Joey had the puck, but then it ended up with Kieran. Oh, and Lucas had the puck. And ran in the boards. Alright, now we're playing footsie with the puck. Come on, get it out. And really struggling now. Having a good time bringing each other into boards. It's like bumper cars, but with boys. Alright. Looks like we got the other side is in the box for 2 minutes. The time is 1 minute, 26 seconds. Third period. Starts our kickoff. And the puck goes around. Looks like Colin picks it up. Is trying to find who to pass it to. Ends up passing it over and goes shooting to the other side. And we're picking it up and bringing it over. It's looking like Colin who has it and is moving swiftly across. And Carter picks it up, but then breaks it and had a nice shot attempt. And we're gonna reset now. Getting pretty tight here in the third period. Only a couple seconds left. We got Phillips starting our face-off. And puck drop. There we go. Looking like Isaiah picks up the puck and is moving very nicely across the ice. Then is blocked. Now we've got Carter who has it and is moving quick. Makes it now. Now Phillips passes it. And now Colin goes. And he's trying to find who to pass it to. Phillips picks it up and trying to find the shot. Shoots it, but it's blocked. Carter picks it up, shoots it, and ends up in the defenseman's jersey. And that's the buzzer. That's the game. Final score is 5-1. Eagles unfortunately lost this game, but their energy was up. Their playing was sharp, and overall it was a good game. Only a couple of penalties, and I'd say it was a good game. Alright, some quick highlights is we got a goal from Carter Wilson, number 12, which was a great moment. And yeah, I think we're going to wrap this game up. Thanks for tuning in, folks, and we'll see you next time.